Hello. I'm being very high tech. I'm on Insta. Hello. I'm on Facebook and I'm recording this on Zoom. Like, who even am I? But I'm so serious. I'm so serious about sharing the details of this with anybody that wants to receive. Because if I'd have had this work at the beginning of me putting this business together, I don't know what would have happened. I made £10,000 in my very first month of creating a business, and it has just continued to grow and grow, which blows my mind. If I'd have known this at the beginning, I don't know what is going on with my hair, but we'll roll with it. If I'd have known this from the beginning, I don't even know. So I am centering so much of my work around the premise of five figures. Why am I obsessed with five figures at the moment? It is because creating stability around making and generating five figures in your business gives you this foundation. I am all about clarity and foundation. Awakening, clarity, foundation, awakening, clarity, foundation, over and over. Like all of my own personal development work, all of my business work has been around creating that foundation, getting clearer, awakening to my inner power more so that I'm able to get a clearer idea of my foundations, a clearer idea of who I'm speaking to, my messaging, how it goes. So everything is centered around this. I'm doing a masterclass. And I'm putting together like this little bundle of as much impact that I can literally impart on you before the holidays, before everybody goes into the season of downtime and family time and that period of time. I want us to have this foundation underneath it, this clarity, this richness that we take into the end of December, knowing that we are going into next year, which is close, knowing that we're going into next year with this power, with this security and foundations, so that your nervous system feels regulated and safe. Being like, oh, I get how this works. How nice would it feel to be able to genuinely say, oh, I get how this works. I understand my business model. I understand how I'm going to scale. I understand how it's all going to build on top of one another. That's what I want to impart on us all, because with that and with your gifts and everything that you're here to deliver to the world, when you know that and you're ever expanding into that, and you have strategy that you know is growing and building underneath you, you bring those two things together and you are going to create results in your life and in your business that are inconceivable right now. So, what is the masterclass that I'm banging on about? It's called Richest Month Yet. That idea, it's going to be about energetics, yes, because I'm all about the energy, I'm all about the mindset, I'm all about noticing when the brain wants to get in the way of actual you and all of your power coming through. Like, I'm all about that. But this is going to be very much centered on the literal strategic things around what to actively actually do. What is actually going to mean that you generate five figures? What is actually actively going to mean that you get to bring in finances that are going to mean that this is your richest month yet? Now, the energetics and the feeling of, oh my God, like irrelevant of what is showing up around me, this feels like the richest that I've ever, the most, like that energy carries so freaking far. So we are going to be doing some work on that. But what we're going to be doing is taking your wealth of knowledge, taking, this is the free masterclass. This is what's going to be in the free masterclass. It's in the free Facebook group. Taking that wealth of knowledge, maybe you have already got different programs lined up. You've done programs, maybe you've done some masterclasses, maybe you've got some pre-recorded stuff, maybe you do some live stuff, maybe you've got ebooks, maybe you've got products, you've got things, you've got services already laid out. And you're like, why would people buy them? They're so good. Maybe you've had clients in them and they've had wicked experiences and you're like, I know my dream person. I know the person that's perfect to be in this. If I could just get it in front of them, it would sell like hotcakes. It would literally transform the world like that. If you're sitting on that kind of energy, then this masterclass, Richest Month Yet, is the masterclass, because I'm going to be taking you through maybe why that's not translating into the world. When we gain clarity, maybe you don't have that clarity. That's what clarity is all about. Maybe it's learning and looking into who those people are first. And we're going to do a little bit of that in this masterclass, like a taster version of how you can gain more clarity on who you want looking at your work. When you know that and you gain clarity around that, you can then speak to them. So maybe you have this bank of resources that you know exactly who it's for, or you're like, I kind of know, but I want a bit more clarity. Bring that with you. Bring that to this masterclass. If you are somebody and you're saying to yourself, hello, you, if you're saying to yourself, I don't know exactly who it's for, but I have this wealth of material. I have these things laid out, but I'm not sure how they all piece together. Like, I want clarity on how to piece those things together so I can bundle them up and it makes sense for my dream person. That's what the free masterclass is going to be about. It's going to be about how you can take that information and put it into one space so that it makes sense, because it's only when it makes sense who it's for and what you're teaching and what the outcomes are that your dream person is going to go, oh my God, I need that. I want that. I'm seeking that. There are people out there right now looking for you exactly as you are. You have the body of work, or you have the ideas for the body of work. It's already there. Where it gets lost in translation is the marketing and the launching around understanding how to deliver that so that the outside world, outside of anybody that's actually worked with you and inside your containers, that they know what it is, they know what it's about, they understand it, and they're like, oh my God, that's what you like. I love you. I love what you're about. I didn't know truly what your work was, but now you've articulated it so beautifully. It's obvious, it's clear. Like, I want that. So that's what the free masterclass is. And then I've created this bundle. So if that resonates and you're like, that's all I want, that's all I want, then let me know and come join the free Facebook group, because that's what I'm sharing on Wednesday. No, Tuesday. I've changed it around, because then on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a paid masterclass where we take it to the next step. I'm going to be showing you how to actively launch that into the world, how to describe it, how to articulate it in such a way that your dream people are going to intercept your energies and your words around it and be like, that's for me. I'm going to break down the launch strategy of how you get to that point, right from the naming of it, right from the graphics of it, the branding of it, how you describe it, how you launch it, when you launch it, what you're launching and when. So giving a breakdown of what all of that looks like. I'm going to, in the paid masterclass, I'm going to be giving you the live recording for forever. You're going to get a breakdown overview of how I market, what my launch pages look like, what my marketing on my stories looks like, how I talk directly to the people it's made for. I'm going to give you the slides that I use there. And also, we're going to come back together. So there's going to be those two trainings that are part of the bundle, the free one, the paid one. And then there's going to be a third element the week after. No, later in that week, or the week after. I'm not sure. The week after, early January, where there's a Q&A, where we take all of that information that we've been learning and looking at, and then there's a Q&A where you and I you can come up. It's going to be live on Zoom. You can ask your questions and we can go back and forth. What I suggest would be really powerful is bringing your body of work, or bringing your ideas, or bringing that feeling of there's more than this. I know there's more than this and I'm meant to be doing more. Bringing that to the free masterclass and exploring how you package that up into something where your dream people go, I want that. Because that's when people pay us out of nowhere. People come into your world and they're like, oh, I want to do this with you. Like, let me pay you. The first time that happened, I was like, what is this? Like that. Then we're going to look at how to market, how to launch, how to brand around that central idea. So we're going to get really, like I talk about the narwhal all the time, how your energy, when it is just focused and pouring from one central space, makes power. You're felt, your energy is felt. So then we're going to pour that into a launch strategy, what that actively actually looks like. And then from doing that, we're going to, I want you to go away and implement like a beast, put it all together. And then we're going to have a Q&A where it's either me and you doing some more work on it. If there's some gaps, we'll celebrate, like whatever you want to look like. I'm going to make sure that you're really taken care of. So let me just make sure, like, that's been £99. Amy, you're on here. This is part of what we're doing together, like 100%. You get it all. That's £99 for the next 3 days. It's gonna jump to 155, and honestly, as I'm working on it, as we get in it, it's probably gonna shift and change again because the more value that I deliver, it's a different price point. But at the moment, that feels good. So it's £99 up until the weekend, and then it jumps to 155. Now, if you're watching this, I'm sharing the details with you on one of the 3 places, and you're like, yes, but I want a more intimate experience. I want you, Emma. And maybe that comes from that you have this body of work and it feels like I don't have the clarity around it. I don't know who I'm speaking to. I don't know how to put this into appealing appealing bodies of work that people are going to look at and go, that's for me. If you've got kind of this business, but there's too much looseness and fluff around it, and you're like, I want to have something, hi gorgeous, I want to have something really tangible, like there that I can move through and take people through, and it makes complete sense to me. Like it has to make complete sense to you first to be able to translate that to other people. If that's you, then I have some one-to-one intimate containers. So excited. If you're somebody and you've been in, I know who I'm speaking to. There's a few people in my world at the moment. I know I'm speaking to you. If you're somebody that you're like, I'm here for more. I watched you do this. Like I watched you literally go from being a teacher to creating a multi-six business with no logic. Like I know I'm meant to do something, and maybe it's not my path because my path's unique to me, but you know you have your own more to co-create, and you keep feeling called to it, but there's something just getting in the way. I and you've got ideas, you've got your life experience, you know what you're really good at, you know you want to step into something different. If you want an intimate space where the two of us can co-create, then I've created a package and it's insane. That's why the price is different. The more people that buy, like I can't do lots at this price, but it will be, I want to say exactly what I've written down so I know what it is. 90-minute one-to-one. A 90-minute one-to-one where we dive in, and then a week of one-to-one Voxer. So it's like WhatsApp, it's like a chat where we can go back and forth for a week. So we'll get a 90 minutes. It might be that we want to split that 90 minutes up. So we have a session at the beginning, a session at the end, a week of Voxer, so that you can gain clarity on what that is, whatever that looks like for you. So the investment for that, the first person, if you are like, that is for me, I am done messing around, I want this, is £777. If somebody buys that, and the second person is 999, and anybody after that, it goes up considerably, like because I can't be doing that for lots of people for that price point. But I know there's a few people in my world that definitely will relate to the more secondary element of like, I know there's more, I know I want to be doing something. Or if you want that intimacy around, I've got this gift, I've got all these products, I've got all these skills, but it feels like I'm a jack of all trade, and I'm yet to find my mastery. I'm yet to find the thing that I'm gonna be on my deathbed and everyone was like, oh, she was the person that this. Like if you want to gain that clarity and you want to do it one-to-one intimately, that could be a good option. And you get all the other stuff as well. So it's not the investment for the masterclasses and then the intimacy. It's all of it, all the things. But that's cool. Like knowing it and being like, I'm gonna clarity. That's why we're doing this together. Okay, impromptu live, recording in all the places, so I need to now stop it in all the places.